Hey, welcome back to Real DGen Hours. This is still the same recording session.
I'm Foxy.
I'm Ash.
As usual.
And if you're watching these back to back, well, we're gonna take a look at we're gonna do one more playthrough, and
we're gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, you almost have to, and I think that's part of the reason I have beef with it is that you kind of had to cherry pick exactly what you want to see.
Like in Prince of Persia, that Fox just writes it off. No, that's not what happened.
Right. So this ending right here is the one that we're
Goodbye,
gonna actually play.
Fox.
This is the one we're gonna play toward.
Okay.
So we're gonna look at a couple others so that Foxy can get an idea of how this game can actually go.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one did I get?
You got the Angler Emperor. This one right here.
Okay.
Okay. So let's look at Fox and Crystal.
Is this the other bad one?
This one's a neutral one, in my opinion.
Neutral one?
Once again, Fox and his friends have saved the Lilat system, but this time something is different. Fox has finally realized the true value of friendship and love. Fox and his friends head for Aquas in order to meet Amanda, Slippy's fiancée. Amanda has come to a life-changing decision. She is going to join Team StarFox and fly alongside her love. With the support of her new colleagues, she will soar across the galaxy and get into all manner of adventures along the way. Thanks to Team StarFox, Venom has changed. The oceans are warm and life-bearing, and the climate mild. Dash, grandson of Andross and Venom's new steward, strives to build a brave new empire on Venom, with himself at its pinnacle.
Damn.
We'll get to how that actually happens, because it's going to happen.
Okay.
Similar things going to happen in what we play through. So, that one's pretty neutral, right?
Yeah.
Crystal comes back to the team.
There's a new team member.
Doesn't really get into any sort of bullshit. It's kind of just whatever. Not good, not bad. We're going to get to this one last.
Okay.
So this one is also, it's better than neutral, but only just.
Okay. Who's Lucy? I don't think I've seen her.
We will see here when we play through. With the battle over and the day won, the entire team chips in to prepare a huge celebratory feast. Everyone stays up eating and drinking and telling stories until long into the night. Peppy and Lucy slip away to reminisce about Vivian Hare, the wife and mother they lost to illness many years ago. Bringing up memories both joyful and bittersweet, father and daughter sit and talk until the morning light. Yeah, Lucy's Peppy's daughter.
Oh, okay.
And Crystal and Fox, reunited after so long, are finally able to speak of their true feelings for each other. With new hope for the future and a pledge of eternal love from Fox, Crystal decides to rejoin Team StarFox.
Is that the Golden Gate Bridge? I'm sorry.
I mean, basically, yes, I guess. So you can see.
The Space Golden Gate
Good.
Bridge.
Above good, because it makes a very clear point of saying that
Like
they
make
made
amends,
up.
they talk it out.
Right. But nothing too crazy.
Right? That and the other ending you showed, those are good, like, starting springboards for, like, new stories.
The next one.
Right.
Right. This one is also that because it doesn't really involve any of our teammates, really.
Huh. Okay.
Dash, left on Venom at his own request, begins to make the planet a more hospitable place to live. After years of terraforming, immigrants begin to arrive on the now lush and green world of Venom. Venom flourishes under Dash's leadership, and soon equals Corneria in terms of both its environment and its scientific expertise. The planet is at the heart of an empire ruled by Dash, who then makes an epic and inflammatory speech.
Oh, no.
Corneria is no longer the center of Lilat power! Venom's time has come!
Oh,
His citizens are enraptured by Dash's oratory skills and his furious message. Weeks later, a small conflict leads to war, and Venom once again threatens the galaxy.
Not Lilat War 2. Oh, no.
So this one is kind of showing that Dash kind of had his grandfather's blood in him, right? And that it was bound to happen, right? Again, a great springboard for potentially the next game.
Unbeknownst to Dash, Corneria has been working on a secret project to create the atomic bomb.
It's kind of what it feels like, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wow.
So again, great springboard. Doesn't really mention the others, so you can kind of make whatever decisions you
Right,
want.
like good sequel for part 2
Right.
of some sort.
This one, very neutral.
Okay.
Very neutral. Slippy decided to leave StarFox behind and make a new life on the beautiful planet of Aquas, with Amanda by his side. There was no indecision or regret on his part. He would live for his family now.
She, like, shaves. Oh, wait, she has hair, okay.
Yeah. The years passed, Slippy and Amanda had a veritable army of children, and Slippy thought he could never be any happier.
And got busy!
You married Elastigirl?
Oh.
His children grew tall and strong in the clean Aqua's air and loved to hear stories of how Dad flew with a legendary StarFox team. Several decades pass. Slippy is now an old man who loves to recount tales of the good old days for visiting children. When he finishes a yarn, he often thinks on his friends. Do they still cross the galaxy righting wrongs?
Wait.
He can only watch the sky and wonder.
Wait, you mean they never come back and visit him?
Which is kind of... Now that you mention it, it is kind of odd.
They just, like, see him off, and then they're like, yeah, done with that loser.
When you're playing through this, you don't really interact with anyone else.
Okay.
Not really. So, by all rights, he kind of just vanished.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, again, very neutral ending, focuses just on Slippy. Not a big deal, right?
That's okay.
It's okay, right?
Right.
Nothing that you would write home about, but it's not insulting to your emotional investment in these characters.
Right. Pigma's alive.
Falco is consumed with rage.
Oh my god.
If all had gone to plan, he, Fox, and the rest would be heroes writ large upon a galactic stage, reveling in endless retellings of their victory. Instead, fate has seen fit to ostracize Falco from the StarFox squadron.
He is mad.
And then, just when things were bleakest, Falco got a message from Cat Monroe. Forget those losers! Grab a couple of friends and form a new squad! Falco was usually too stubborn to heed advice, but this message came at the right time. Falco took Cat up on her offer, and they went hunting for a third pilot, eventually finding their man, an elite Cornerian pilot named Dash. Together, the three of them formed Star Falco, a unit that rivaled even StarFox.
Sick.
Whatever. Does it really... Like, because Falco's whole character...
Like an alternate universe kind of thing?
Yeah, this is like alt-universe stuff, right? Where it's so odd because Falco's not, like, he's a loner type, you know? Mm-hmm. He's been established to be that.
Like, he wouldn't make his own...
Yeah, it's just kind of strange. It's very, very strange. Right. Alt-universe stuff. Again, not offensive, whatever. This one's also weird.
Yeah.
Very neutral because it's weird.
Okay.
Fox was despondent. Starwolf had taken from him everything that he loved. There's a lot of Fox gets fucked over a lot in this game.
I'm not crying, Falco. It's okay, buddy.
Falco's attempts to comfort his old friend were futile. Fox lived as one already dead, barely eating or sleeping. But then Falco had an idea that changed everything, and this is where it gets really strange.
Space strip club?
Falco had a brainstorm, retire as pilots and engineer their R-Wings into racing machines. Very out of left field, right? They would enter the high-speed world of G0 Grand Prix racing. How this makes Fox feel any better, I don't know. When Falco saw excitement return to his friend's face, relief.
Little did he know, Team Star Wolf was done. And
Fox and Falco turned out to be a great G0 team. Winning race after race, they became household names across a countless number of planetary systems. Their days as part of StarFox faded into a distant memory. Not bad. Just really weird.
He enters the space red line and runs into fucking...
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that like to believe that this is like a connection between StarFox and F-Zero.
F-Zero?
Yeah,
oh my god.
A little bit. Yeah. So, those are all the endings minus the one we're gonna go do.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go do the one that makes the most sense, the one that's the most consistent with everything that we've gone through in the story.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to skip this because we've been through it already. I'm going to get to this as fast as I possibly can for everybody because this is the exact same mission.
Jesus. I love how the XYZ nebulas are still there.
What, all the way
All
from
the-
64?
Yeah, like the map's the same.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, I mean, I just think it's cool, the continuity, you know?
Well, I mean, that's the least they could do.
Right.
With everything else that gets fucked up in this game. It's a very odd thing. You ever have that? A love-hate relationship with a game where it does something like really, really well, but also something really, really bad?
Yes. Absolutely yes. That was me. Let me think.
Because this game is weird because it's got an ending that I really like,
Right.
and then it also has stuff that makes me want to grind my teeth at night. So,
StarCraft 2 had a lot of really cool concepts, but as a matter of principle, I don't think I can ever finish that game.
why?
I got fed up with the story. So it's cut up into 3 sections, like the original game was, where you play a third of the campaign as each race, right?
Okay.
The first third of StarCraft 2, you play as humans, the Terrans, and it has to do with, what was it? Curing the Queen of Blades, stopping her from taking over the galaxy again. A kind of by the numbers thing. Okay, we had our, like, let's bring back the old crew. We have our fun. There's some new guys, but like, I'm totally fine with that third of the story, right?
Okay.
Second third of the story is when you play as the Zerg and you play as Kerrigan and her whole arc about, oh, I have human emotions now, but I murdered 1 billion people and I feel really bad.
Okay.
And my boyfriend still loves me, but I don't think I'm good enough for him. So I'm going to leave and kill billions more people. There's a few concepts in that story where they go back to the original home world of the Zerg, and you get to see what they looked like before they evolved into what they are now.
Okay.
And that part of the story is really cool to me. There's a lot of cool concepts in Heart of the Swarm, but overall the focus on the romance really took me out of it. Took a lot of people out of it, right?
Well, okay.
Right? But they were clearly like...
Just because it wasn't well thought out?
Well, they were clearly hinging the audience's... They're hinging the narrative on the emotional stakes, on, oh, do they get back together again? Oh, right? And just not interesting shit, right? I'd rather they stick with the heady sci-fi concepts and the political intrigue.
Now,
and...
here's... Okay, so... Do you think that is a you thing? Or is it really a problem with the writing? Because I know that there's a lot of people that do not like Crystal because the game...
Well,
not that it focuses on her and her relationship with Fox, but it kind of does. Like, I'm not going to sit here...
Like, at the expense of developing other characters and the setting as a whole.
Right, but see, I think it's so well done that it's a highlight for me that I...
No. Okay, so in StarCraft's case, it's not well done.
Okay.
Because not only does the rest of the story and the setting, the characters take a huge backseat for this soap opera that's going on, she's also the chosen one.
Oh.
She's also the Mary Sue chosen one that's supposed to unite the races and kill the ancient evil and whatever the fuck. And that comes to a head in the final third of StarCraft 2, the part that I have not completed and probably never will, because secretly, unbeknownst to the player and most characters at large, until the final arc of StarCraft 2, everything was orchestrated by this ancient eldritch being that, as part of...
So they have... Okay. Hold on. Let me... So you're saying they have a badly written... Okay, number one, you have a badly written romance.
Yes. One cardinal sin, badly written romance taking center stage.
Part of that badly written romance is a Mary Sue character.
Second cardinal sin, yes.
And then they Deus Ex their way into managing to wrap it all up.
All at once. Exactly.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's just bad.
Yeah. Several
actually-
lines have been crossed at the end of that story.
Look, I have problems with this game, and I'm pretty sure that having seen that ending that we just got, you do too.
Yep.
But I kind of feel a little bit fortunate, to be honest with you. By comparison,
like
because at least I get good endings that feel like somebody
at
actually
least you
gave a
get
fuck.
an ending that you care about, and it's not like completely butchered in a way that's
Right, like
irreversible.
maybe I do have to
like
sit here.
like there will be no StarCraft 3. I have to live with this, okay?
I mean, there's not going to be any more StarFox, as far as I can tell.
Right.
But
at least you
I
get
can,
a decent ending.
even with if it does take a little bit of work, at least I can piece stuff together,
right
to make something that I can live with at night.
So the way that these eldritch beings reproduce and create more of themselves is by basically birthing a universe, making a whole bunch of biodiverse life in that universe, and then consuming it. Or some shit. I don't remember exactly how it works. That's basically how it works. And
I think that might be the most stupid thing that I have ever
Yeah,
heard.
it was totally out of left field. All of it was made up.
On parallel with the what was it? The Eternals from Marvel.
Oh, that kind of thing.
It almost sounds like that identical.
Right.
To be honest with you.
And let me think. So, and it turns out that eldritch being found a way to kill off all the other eldritch beings, so he could be the only one in all of the universes to exist for no other reason than to be the only one. And it turns out that because the Protoss have a special way to telepathically communicate with each other,
Okay.
the eldritch being was living dormant inside of that telepathic network this entire time, and the only way to free yourself from that being's control was to cut your telepathic brains as a Protoss. Sever your connection to other Protoss and live like a normal being.
Okay. All right, let me... So, you remember when we started this playthrough, how we were talking about how sci-fi can kind of get away with a little bit more bullshit?
Yeah.
Because there's not, like, established...
There's certain levels of bullshit that you can't do.
That, honest to God, sounds like something that would actually you'd be able to get away with that more in a high fantasy setting. I'm not even gonna lie. That is so like.
I feel like they came up with it in a writer's room, wanted to have their cake and eat it too, and tried to like think tank a way to get all of those at once. But the way that they went about it was... It turned into a Hollywood blockbuster trilogy. And not a good one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was written by committee.
Yeah. Had to have been. There's no other way. Wow. That was something, huh? Jesus. They even killed off some of my favorite characters just to kill them off. Not in a way that felt earned.
So is the reason that you find some of these endings like really funny is because you understand what's happening inside of me whenever I have to like deal with this?
Exactly what you're going through, because you've cared about these characters for so long, and to see that happen to them in that way,
and when it makes no sense, it just
doesn't sit right with you at all, because you're like, that's not what she would do. That's not what he would say. What? Why are they not? It doesn't make sense to you.
Right.
Probably even as a child when you played these.
No, it didn't.
Didn't sit right with you either then.
It didn't sit right with me then either. So, we'll get on with it. We are done with the first mission. From here on out, because Foxy chose to go with Falco.
You're going with Slippy this time,
We are going to go with
think,
Slippy
right?
this time, because that's the way that you got to go.
And then we'll see how that story plays
Right, so
out.
it'll be all new stuff from here on out.
Yeah.
We will catch you guys later. Remember, like, comment, subscribe.
I think that works out kind of nicely, because I'd rather do the bad ending and then leave it on a high note.
Yeah, no, because I'm gonna actually end this. I'm gonna end this playthrough like feeling pretty
God
good.
damn it!
You're really enjoying it, so we'll catch you guys next time.
Ash gets the girl. Foxy leaves. Foxy's leaves despondent and unloved.
So bad.
Unloved.
We're gonna get to the good shit. Peace.